Good morning. It is Sunday. It's 9:04 in the morning. And I'm off to church. I'm off to church by myself this morning because my husband is not feeling too well. So I let him sleep in and check on him in a couple of hours when I get back. But anyway, how are you this morning? Thank you for returning back to my channel. My name is Maya and I am your host. Oh my goodness, I had some good coffee this morning, so I am on one. My name is Maya and I am your host of Motivation and Muscles with Maya. I am officially 5 weeks, I believe, out from my bodybuilding show. I am a figure competitor. To date, I have lost 43 pounds. I started my journey in October. This is, I think, my 5th competition. My last competition was in 2019. I have not competed since due to a couple of reasons. One, because COVID happened. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, COVID happened and there weren't any shows. And number two, I just didn't see the point in competing without my mom. My mom passed away right after my competition. So my last competition was in November. She passed away in December, unexpectedly. So I just, so this journey has been therapeutic for me and healing, one of healing. I started prepping last October in 2021, and I found a show that I wanted to compete in about 3 months ago. And it's here in Savannah, Georgia, or in Savannah, Georgia. Not here because I don't live in Savannah. But and it's September 10th. So I'm approximately 5 weeks out from the show. I had a weight goal of a 140 where my trainer wanted me to be. I'm now 137, so we're not so much focused on weight, but we're focused on making sure that I maintain and build more muscle. So, I've already had my 2 meals this morning. My first meal was a cup of oatmeal and 4 ounces of chicken breast. My second meal, which I just ate about 15 minutes ago, is a cup of green beans and 2 cups of spinach. It's a very, very low carb meal plan that I'm on. And that comes with a lot of interesting, side effects. Like you can't really think. So those who are trying to lose weight and do no carb, I'm not a doctor. I am a personal trainer. I am not a nutritionist, though. In my humble opinion, no carb, no bueno. We all need carbs for brain function. And when you continue on a path of no or low carbs for such a long time, and you want to know why people looking at you like, why are you such a scatterbrain, and why you feel better after you eat carbs, that's the reason why. But anyway, this is just for training purposes. This is just for the show. After the show, I can load back up slowly on my carbs. But that's not the reason why I am here. I am here because I need to vent to you guys. One thing about being on a health journey or prepping for a show or eating healthy, whatever it is, it's like your level of foolishness is, right? So yesterday, me and my gym bestie, we went to the gym to practice our posing. My gym bestie is also doing a show with me. She's doing wellness, which is the division I wanted to do, but the way my thighs is set up, can't. So she's doing wellness, I'm doing figure. This is her first competition. Again, this is my 5th, I believe, right? So we practice our posing. I'm spitting everywhere, excuse me, because I'm hot. Anyway, and then we hit the sauna. We were in the sauna for about 45 minutes. Now, we're both prepping for a show. We're both have low tolerance for foolishness, but a lot is new to her, right? So we were sitting in the sauna, and one of our other friends, and I use the air quotes because I'm using that very loosely. I really am, because anyway, she comes in, and this lady is a IFBB pro. So she has her pro card. We don't have our pro card, right? And she also trains with our trainer as well, but on different days and different times, whatever. So she comes in, and the sauna is small, and it's just 4 of us. It's me, my gym bestie, another lady who I didn't know, and then the girl comes in. And when she comes in, I knew it was going to be a situation where she was going to talk about her. And I know in today's culture, we like to really throw around the word narcissism. Now, I am in the field of psychology. I am in the field of mental health, family advocacy. I don't throw that word around because it is a clinical term that someone has to be diagnosed with by a professional. So I'm not going to use that word, but I will say she has some conceited behaviors. I will say that, conceited traits. So we're sitting there, and she's talking about her when she got her pro card and blah, blah, blah. And we're all just sitting there. I'm quiet because I know this person, and it doesn't help for me to say anything, right? So she's talking a whole lot. And she's just talking about her and how she gave birth, and it just, it was a lot. So anyway, I keep looking at my gym bestie, and I'm looking at her, and I'm trying to just watch her. I'm just trying to watch her facial expression. I'm just trying to watch her, right? Anyway, so the girl who's talking about herself, she winds up saying, yeah, I asked our trainer, I won't say his name, but I asked him, why is he putting y'all in an NPC show? Which, to be fair, this is my first NPC show. I normally do natural bodybuilding shows. The difference is, with natural bodybuilding shows, you have to give urine to ensure that you are not taking any steroids or any kind of, enhancements or anything like that. They will disqualify you for that. This is a natural bodybuilding show. NPC, which stands for, I need to look this up. I should know it, but I don't. Natural physique something or another. However, there is no drug testing when you are entering into an NPC competition. So what that means is, I and my bestie will be competing up against women who juice, who take steroids. Not all of them, but some of them do. Okay, and because there is no drug testing, it is what it is. Now, can a natural bodybuilder win up against someone who juices? It's rare, but I won't say it can't happen, but it is rare, and so it's going to be a hard show. Okay, so anyway, the girl says, I asked our trainer why he put you in this show. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm looking at my gym bestie like, and she's like, yeah, and he said, well, this is the best show for them, and this was the, whatever. So I went on about my business. Shortly after she made that comment, my gym bestie got a phone call. I had to step out. The girl's still talking. And then I leave out of the sauna. And so we take our photo. We always take a photo after we, do our working out or whatever. We take a photo and then we leave. So later on that day, my gym bestie texts me and says, basically, I didn't like that. And because this is her first show, I did not want to dwell on the negative. I felt it was an opportunity to encourage, let her know where I stood, reminded her where we needed to be, and as far as focus, and we needed to move on. And basically I told her, that's basically how old girl is, and I don't fool with her like that, but we have a job to do, and let's focus, because that can really play with your psyche. It can make you doubt yourself, and 5 weeks out from a show, we just don't need that type of negativity. And I'm saying all of this, I'm sharing all of this with you because we all think we have the right to say whatever we want to say when we want to say it. That is not true. First of all, I think old girl does not do well with reading the room. Because for the most part, everybody was just looking at her like, read the room. Sometimes you're doing a little too much, right? And for her to have gone through and participated in so many shows, you would think she knows this, I don't know. It's such a, it didn't bother me because listen, it is what it is, and I know how old girl is, but it really bothered my friend. And because it bothered her, it bothers me. And one thing I didn't want to do is discount her feelings. I wanted to acknowledge it and let her know that I understood and I feel her. I feel her, but this is how I am choosing to move forward, because certain things I just cannot. And that's just how old girl is. She's one of those that always thinks someone is jealous of her. I know she said to me, "Oh, Maya, I'm so thankful your face hasn't sunken in, because when you lose a lot of weight, sometimes your face it sinks in a little bit." She was like, "Yeah," but this is how she does a comment. "Yeah, I'm so glad, Maya, your face hasn't sunken in with all the weight you lost. Yeah, because mine doesn't sink in neither." She gives you a compliment, but then compliments herself. And when she said that, I just laughed. I said, "Thank you," and I just laughed. Because what I said to her, I thanked her, then I laughed, and then I said, just wait a couple more weeks. We don't know what. Maybe looking like that. I don't know. When I tell you. And just the mere fact that, you can't eat what you want to eat. I'm not starving on my prep plan. I'm not. It's hard to get full when it's not the things that you want to eat that taste divine, right? It's hard. It's a struggle. Plus your body hurts because you are doing intense workouts. You're doing intense cardio, yada, yada, yada. You're constantly being critiqued. You're telling your trainer's constantly telling you about your form. No, straighten your form, do the set over, yada, yada, yada. And here somebody come with the foolishness. So you quick, your tolerance, but you gotta take a deep breath and just breathe. Because had I not taken a deep breath and just, Maya, what you have to say, what you want to say, is it going to help or harm? Sometimes you just gotta pause. And even my gym bestie was like, I was trying to figure out why you wasn't saying nothing, because number one, I know who this chick is. I know how she operates. I know who I am. Because had I gone off, the conversation would not have gone anywhere nice. It would not have helped. She would not have understood. That's number one. And it would not have been I would not have given her any grace. And I'm telling you that. I would not. Yeah. Yeah. So, and it's so sad because this lady really thinks that people don't fool with her because they're jealous of her. When the reality is, people don't fool with her because she's rude. And I wonder, now that I'm talking about it, I really wonder if a lot of it is a cultural difference, because America is not where she's originally from, so I just wonder if it's a cultural thing. I just wonder what she thinks is okay. I don't know. I don't want to make excuses for her. I really, really don't want to make excuses for her. But I just wonder. I wonder. But what I'm learning is to zip my mouth, because the reality is sometimes it just isn't worth it. Yeah, sometimes it just isn't worth it. Now, if it's worth it and it's worth to have this conversation, then maybe. But one thing about this chick, I would never have the conversation in front of other people, because she is the type that would take offense. It would need to be a one-on-one conversation. But guess what? I don't even know why she's so concerned about what me and my gym bestie are doing. She's not coming to support us at the show. She's not coming. And sometimes it's just really a mental screw, if you know what I mean. People just want to cast doubt. It's a lot of different reasons and motives. Yeah. I don't have time to figure it out, because this right here, I don't get paid for. To psychoanalyze, try to figure, I don't get paid for that. So I'm just going to be moving forward. And that's what I encouraged my gym bestie to do. It shook her. And rightfully so. I get it. But I'm just so thankful that she and I are prepping together. We're working out together. We're encouraging and uplifting and edifying one another. That way, when one person falls short, the other person can pick the other person up. It's hard prepping by yourself. And I'm so used to it, because I've mentioned this in one of my other videos. I'm used to doing this thing by myself. Really, I am. People are ignorant. Some. That's why sometimes you just need to move in silence. And that's another reason why, a lot of the time when people talk to me and they're saying some ignorant stuff, and it's not worth me even responding, I just look at them like this. Yeah, I do some of my clients the same way. When they are saying the most asinine thing, I'm just. hmm Especially those who are not teachable. And that's this one lady. She's not teachable. She can't be corrected. She's always right, you know? And even before that, it's so weird. Even before that, we were walking the track with our heels on. And this random guy just walks up to us and says, "Hey, I just want to let you know I work for the CDC, and people think that monkeypox is airborne. It's not. It's a surface thing. Unlike, COVID, it's a surface thing. So be careful that you touch things, and when you touch things, you wash your hands. Like, see how you're touching the banister? Make sure when you're done, you wipe the banister down, you wipe your hands down. At the gym, when we have like the spray bottle in the brown paper, make sure you wipe the spray bottle down." We was looking at him like, "Sir, thank you." I mean, he ran up to us like, oh, like it was a fire. Let me go. I'm having a hot flash. I just wanted to share this with you. Not everything deserves a response. Not everything we need to one-up each other because we don't like what somebody else said. Sometimes they just deserve a look and a nod. And it's not a nod in agreeing with them. It's just a nod to remind yourself, I'm not going to go off and chop this person in the throat. Because remember, these people who are saying ignorant things, they're not your God. But our real God is watching, right? And that's who we report to. And I don't know about you, but I want to pass these little tests that are being thrown at me. I don't want to keep doing a redo. So sometimes it's, things are best left unsaid. Okay? So I'm going to go. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me. I done made a whole rant video for 22 minutes. I love you guys. Let me go inside this church house. I will see you later. I love you. Be safe. All right.